I've always wanted to direct Godspell. Ever since the first time I saw it, I knew about the show, but the first time I saw it was actually at TCC Northwest, right over in Hearst, and John the Baptist came out on stage in rollerblades, jumping over this ramp, and I was like, I want to be in this someday. I want to direct this someday. Plus, I am a believer too, so that adds to the appeal for me of telling the story of Christ in a different way that somebody hasn't heard before is always great. Is sort of taken from the image of Jesus with a superhero shirt on, with a Superman shirt in a lot of early productions, and I just kind of expanded that to include not just maybe Superman. What if Jesus is this idea of a Superman? He's God-man, but that everybody wants to be a hero. And what does it mean to be a hero? And heroes are people who give up things for others. And the play, the musical, has a wonderful example of showing how what Christ gives up for his disciples to bring them together and unite them. And it just came to me that it should be a superhero team, like we've all loved in the comic books, the Justice League or S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Avengers, and so that's kind of where the idea for the show came from, or at least my version of it. Got a suit coming from overseas that he got loaned to us. It's like this superhero Tron-like suit. It's going to be in the show. It's going to be fantastic. And yes, they came up with their own characters, their heroes, and they all have names for their superheroes that are unique and original. It's going to be fun. The very early stages, the table work that we do, where we dissect the script and we talk about the source material and we talk about what's your character and all those types of things, which is actually particularly difficult in Godspell because there's not necessarily a through line or full characterization there for most of the cast. Jesus has a pretty clear through line. Judas, John the Baptist character, has a clear through line that you can follow as a story, but the rest of it is kind of piecemeal parables here and there, and they're not really even playing themselves. They're telling this parable and pretending to be the Good Samaritan or the rich young ruler or somebody like that. And so it's more difficult even for this show to do that type of character work. I think if you've never seen Godspell, it's going to blow you away. It's emotional, it's uplifting, it's fun, it's scary even at times. It's going to be a blast. And if you have seen Godspell, there's lots of people who've seen Godspell like a million times. And this version of Godspell is like nothing you have ever seen. You will not go away disappointed. Godspell, showing at Onstage in Bedford, August 5th through the 21st. Get your tickets now at onstageinbedford.com.